Hello everyone, and welcome to the news. My name is Kevin, and I am here to bring you information and real references that pertain to the true reality life is the all is. I will begin by sourcing a Skype presented by Duane, the great writer. This was a Skype session from around 2017 or so, and we must always be reminded of how every moment is new now. With every new moment, the isness that this new nowness moment is always new, as the is always becoming more aware. And this is the endlessness that it is. As Duane steps into the is, he can see what it sees. But of course, as the is continues to become more aware, every time, every moment, Duane reads the is, it is going to be different. So we must always be aware that what was seen at one moment may be seen in a completely different way in the next. Nevertheless, certain viewpoints and references will maintain themselves, and regardless of the moment they were seen and spoken of, are worth re-mentioning. The Skype regarded the idea of facing the self, facing the personal self. For this is the requirement in order to get through the personal self and all of creation, to assume a position as standing real with the all is and the real guides. This can be rather a lengthy explanation, but this particular Skype, Duane put it very simply and succinctly. He would explain facing the self as simply being aware of everything you are agreeing with every moment, every idea, thought, emotion, intent, etc. And from this position of objectively observing that which we are creating through the personal self, we are now facing the self, and would endeavour to make this a continued and consistent practice. Now that we are conscious of our creations, we can decide from there what, if any, of the ideas we wish to agree with, and our placement in life will be according to these choices. Ultimately, we would strive to move beyond the created fabrication of realities that stem from our agreements. But that's a big step for the personal self, and takes time for such a decision to be decided upon. Reports are now flooding in of an individual who is here to assist humanity in waking up to what is happening in their world. The deteriorating situation with the planet that most seem blissfully unaware of. It surely can't have escaped everyone's attention as to the fires sweeping the globe. And no, they are not due to natural causes, or someone flicking a discarded cigarette into a very flammable area of bracken. We're talking weather weapons here, geoengineering, laser beams from satellites, and all manner of ludicrous world controller creations. They are even blasting lasers at the very sun. Such is the extent of their insanity. Anyway, the individual to warn humanity is known as the Visitor, and he has much to say about taplines also. He comes from parts and galaxies unknown, and is in communication with Duane the great writer, and the various aware individuals who are a part of the new presentation. It can be truly said that not all visiting aliens are bad, as I had a real side experience that is a reminder of this fact. I have had many real side experiences regarding aliens and the like, and yes, some of them are involved in the ongoing destruction of the world and enslaving of humanity. Some even make very bad pizzas. For once, I had a real side pizza offered to me by a reptilian, and on consuming this, I felt most ill on waking. This was a deception on this particular reptilian's part, a kind of real side peace offering that was nothing of the kind. In his defence, he might well have claimed that reptilians are simply bad pizza cooks, but I would not be fooled. But yes, a lot of reptilians are stepping up, wanting to take the risk to become more aware also, for they are rather trapped in a simulator that, yes, they have controlled and brought to the very brink of destruction through the agreement they have gleaned from the masses of simulator-dwelling slaves. But they rather realize now that they will be caught in the inevitable cause and effect implosion too. And as you might imagine, they would rather not. But yes, recently I had a real side experience revealing 3 new additions to the assumption of the position as a real guide. All 3 were female, all 3 were reptilian, and so we can see that all individuals, despite their body forms, or what they have been involved in throughout this current lifetime, even what they did 1 moment ago, all that becomes an irrelevance if in this moment an individual decides to become more aware. And here we have 3 reptilians who are excelling with this very process and are to become real guides as a consequence. And I certainly would accept a pizza from them.